Ethan, I'm waiting for you to do your famous...
Oh, welcome back to Sniff Mavericks. How we doing, Doss?
Wait, am I recording?
Yeah, I was just thinking
Alonzo.
that.
Alonzo,
I'm sorry.
I think we'd have to divorce you from GIMP Mavericks and go down to a 2-player roster. Just kidding. We're coming off of X6. That game evidently is self-aware and refuses to be recorded.
I
So we're in
test
a great
recorded
mood.
so many times before that. It was all good. And as soon as we did this, we decided, okay, now we can do the long record. It decided to do the same shit that it did last time that it wasn't doing literally 3 times before. X6 is cursed.
That game is cursed, and we discovered that it allowed Alonzo's software to be cursed as well, so he's switching over to some new software. So if you happen to be watching both of these playthroughs, sorry, our next session of X6 will be better. Anyway, I want to tell you, gentlemen, about a story that happened about 12 hours ago.
This is a story of a whale. No!
Hello, boys and girls. This is your old pal, Stinky Whizzle Teats. This is a song about a whale. No, this is a song about being Nathan Drake. That's right. It's the Nathan Drake song.
This is a story from 12 hours ago.
Now, this is the story of how my life got turned right upside down.
Yeah, and I'd like to take a minute to sit right there and tell you how I became the Prince of a town called Bel Air. So, E-Dog is working nights now.
Mm-hmm.
Ethan works overnights, and it's been stressful on home life, having to flip my schedule around, and I've never worked a night job before, so the last couple of days were particularly terrible. Just because our staffing was really, really, really bad because it was Eid.
It was what?
So there were not many people. It was Eid. So our staffing is very low. So I was busy, but that's not the point of the story. The point is that I got to leave a little bit early because my boss let me. And I was like, oh, I have to record Sniff Mavericks in a few hours. I better hurry up and get home and go to bed. But it's been trouble falling asleep sometimes on my weekend, on like the start of my weekends, because I flip my schedule to daytime. So I come home, I take the pooch hound outside, because that's what I have to do. I let her out at 4 so that Nicole doesn't have to do it when she wakes up to go to work. I open up the door at 4 a.m., let the dog out, and I go right over to the freezer go right over to the freezer to get myself a delicious ice cream cone. And as I'm doing that, I hear Venus bolt off in one direction and just go. I was like, oh, she must be chasing after a bunny rabbit. But I'm like, wait, something about that bark was a little bit too panicked. I walk out the door and standing right at my doorstep, or like, probably 5 feet back.
Oh, there is
a gigantic possum, that Venus is face to face with as it's baring its teeth at her. I was like, ah! I walk outside and I belt out. I was like, whoa! Really, really loud in the middle of the night on a Saturday morning. It was like 4 a.m. It was really startling. That's the closest I've seen the opossum at our house. But fortunately, they don't bite, so the pooch hound was okay. And it just kind of meandered off. It's just kind of funny how... Have you ever seen an opossum before, either of you?
No.
No.
Alonzo's looking it up on the internet right now.
Okay,
no, I'm still working with the new recording software. I got it downloaded, so we're all set now. Oh, doing some back testing while we're all doing this, so that way this never happens again. I say, but it will happen again.
God.
Let's see. Let me drop it in the chat here. Look at that. Look at that. dropped in the chat. That's what an opossum is.
Dear Lord, it is beautiful.
It's super cute. It's super cute, but it was freaky because it was like 3 times. It was a huge. That was a huge one. It was gigantic. And my little 8-pound wiener dog is face to face with it. I didn't want it to bite her, but they don't bite apparently. They'll show their teeth to scare you. But that's all. That's my story. I'm sorry.
You better be.
Alonzo, do you care to speak about this Vidleroy game?
No,
I've got you doing
I actually
it now,
just
too.
don't. Oh, and it gives me a preview window and everything. It gives me a preview-viewing so that way I can know what it looks like while I'm recording.
Oh my god, Mikey, like you were just on that platform just now
Yeah.
with like those umbrellas. It's like, can you imagine somebody actually going out there to like dine at like a local boutique, rooftop boutique or something, and then they just kind of, it's like an old man that looks like Professor Pickle just kind of happens to walk over the edge to look over the side and touches the spring and just like he just flies off and breaks his neck.
Oh, fuck!
Uh,
They threw me right into that
why
spike.
the fuck did they put? Why did they put those spikes in the corner of the building like that?
Why did they
That's
spike
true,
my
though.
dick like that?
Nah.
Again, I'm playing with absolutely zero practice, so please excuse my gameplay, everybody.
What do you mean zero practice? We played this like 2 weeks ago.
Has it been 2 weeks?
Oh, I mean, I haven't practiced this specific level.
Do you always practice specific levels before you play them?
Well, I'm saying I didn't do any practice for this playthrough, just like I didn't do any practice for the fucking Sonic 06 machine.
Sonic 06 machine.
It's one of my favorite descriptions that didn't make the cut.
Welcome to the Earthworm Jim Special Edition for the Sega CD contraption. It's an excellent game worth playing if you have the money to drop on a Sega CD and even more money to drop on the game itself. Now that I think about it, dropping money won't do much and may perhaps damage the delicate plastic that encases these pieces of technology from the mid-90s, especially if you drop coins. Instead, spend the money to purchase said items. Oh yeah, and we play it too.
We're playing Sonic CD for the Sega CD contraption.
Is that actually the
Yeah.
description I made?
Yes,
Oh yeah.
the Sega CD
For the Sega
contraption.
CD contraption. For the Sega CD doohickey.
Alright then we're gonna close this. Save for resume.
There we go, got them all.
For the Sega CD thingamabob.
You want thingamabobs? I've got 20.
What is a thingamabob?
I don't know, it's just a word.
Is that what Mikey installed on his Terlet?
Reminds me of one of my favorite Scruffy lines from Futurama. It's just like,
A greater tragedy my eyes have never beheld. Well, into the Terlet.
never seen such pain and despair. Well, time to flush it down the toilet.
Time to flush it down the Terlet.
Yeah.
He says Terlet.
Yes. It's pretty great. Okay, now we gotta kill these fuckers.
Oh my god, I typed in time to flush it down the Terlet, and
Terlet.
and the top 2 results are Sonic 06, haha, flush them down the Terlet. And hee, I flushed them down the Terlet.
I'll just save them. It is kind of shocking, like, we spent, like, an entire part and a half on that Shamar Night level, and then we come over here and play that Empire City Day level when it's like, oh, it's over already. Because that's, like, the problem is, it's like, Professor Fartknocker insisted that we play them out of order. Let's see, can I play the Atabat stage yet? Or is he gonna bitch about that, too? Yeah, Professor Fartknocker's like, oh, you absolutely have to play these night stages, all 3 of them in a row, and now you have to play all 3 of the fucking day levels in a row. Because the game doesn't trust you to pick the right stages, apparently. course, I have to like
Okay,
walk
then.
all the way over.
This is
here.
all recording correctly. Oh God, we'll never have this problem again. I'm sorry, I'm it's X6. Why? Why?
The only way X6 could be worse, and our experience with X6 could be worse, is if we were recording Mega Man 8 instead.
No,
No,
that's
Mega Man
not
8
true.
at least a little bit better.
No, Mega Man 8 is an abomination.
Have you actually played it, or have you just watched me play it?
Mega Man 8?
Yes.
I played it all the way through, remember?
It feels like one of the
I
ones that
played
you
it-
didn't play.
I played it all the way through in Halage. Freshman year, I think we played it together, and I played it.
You should play X6 and see if that opinion changes.
No, I'm not going to play X6. It doesn't look very fun, I gotta say. I'm sorry.
It's not. It's a. I'd say it's at least. It's not as good. I'd say X or not X8. Mega Man 8 is a little bit better than.
The fuck?
X6.
Are you kidding me? Okay.
I mean, okay, probably fine. I'm sure it is
hell?
designed better, but in my experience, I did not have any fun with it at all.
Oh no! Yeah,
Whoa,
you're,
look
you're
at that.
comparing a
Turn
poop.
around. Look at that water. Is there like crystallized? What? Point the camera down. What is with that water effect? Is it
I
just-
don't know, just some kind of weird pattern they
That is-
came up with?
Like the closest to the shore, it looks terrible. Sorry, I digress.
This is like literally the same room. I know that you're talking about different things, but this is like the same room where you're like, oh, this is the room. Wait a sec. Oh, I guess they probably told me to go to Shamar, didn't they? Okay, I'm supposed to go fight the boss there. But this is like the same, that was the same room where you're like, this game looks really beautiful, I do have to say.
I'm just saying the water effect looked bad there.
Yeah. It did,
Like
yeah.
everywhere else is fine. Like here, it's fine. That one spot just looked out of place. I'm sounding like a PC
Why did they
gamer.
have to design this town like this, where you have to walk all the way around this U-bend? Like, they could have just...
I mean, that'd be good in any game except Sonic, where you gotta go fast.
I'm just saying, like, they could have just had an option when you select from the menu. Hey, start from the...
Start from the end
entrance
credits.
stage or whatever.
Just make the game finish.
Or no, it's like you can select stages and you can go to the village, but wait a second, did the recording stop? No, it just paused for no reason.
I ripped
Okay.
an ice toot.
It says it's at 60 right now. I'll check real quick. Alright, we're back. Luckily, we didn't lose anything.
Hatsune
So where the
Miku's gonna be in a Sonic racing game.
Is she actually?
Yes.
Well, don't Sega own the rights to like Hatsune Miku games?
And you know who else is gonna be in Sonic Racing?
Ichiban.
God, yeah, no, yeah, you saw it, too, yeah. Ichiban Kasuga, our boy,
Who?
the mentally deranged Dragon Quest fan.
Some guy from Yakuza.
Who?
Yeah, the new pro tag for Yakuza, or Like a Dragon.
Yakuza, you mean?
No, like a Dragon.
Oh man, he got you, Alonzo.
Who
bro.
Oh, there
Yes,
it is.
got-
Fucking
yes, that
got.
was.
Okay.
He definitely got.
Alonzo got godded.
I really don't understand why they decided to change the title just to match the Japanese one when the Japanese one makes no sense.
Like
a dragon?
Yeah.
Why doesn't it make sense?
Why is it called that?
Okay, so yeah,
What
you
does
never
that
played
mean?
Yakuza. Yeah, because Kiryu is the dragon of Dojima. He has the dragon tattoo, like dragon, being like the dragon.
Yeah, that's something that you wouldn't know unless you played the games. So you're just like, me as an outsider looking in, I'm like, what? Do they practice dragon-style kung fu
If you're
or
an English,
ninjutsu or something?
English-speaking red-blooded American, would you understand what a
Yeah, that's why they didn't. They called it something else. And
But would you
the
understand
reason
what
where
a
red-blooded
what a
Americans live.
yakuza is, or would you understand?
No.
I do know what
Like a
that is. It's
dragon.
a Japanese gangster.
You're
That's
not-
what the games are about.
Think
It's
of
the fucking.
Well, you're not a
medallions.
Japanese gangster, though, Mikey. Kiryu was part of the Yakuza.
No,
he isn't
obviously
a
I'm
part
not
of
a
the Yakuza.
Japanese
He's a
gangster.
civilian during the entire games. You just deal with the Yakuza.
I think Mikey's just angry because they changed it
Yeah.
instead
Yeah.
of just going with one or the other.
I think Yakuza is just a better title. It's easier to say. It's shorter.
Yeah,
and it's
but
something
they
that
I
you
don't think
hear
Sega
that you
wants to
understand
do.
what the game is.
I think it's Sega doesn't want to do anything with the Yakuza much anymore.
Well, that's
Since,
easy
you know.
to say when they've been spamming the games nonstop.